welcome back to another video. Today we're going to show you a pop-up mix. This one here, we're going to be using the CC Moore Fluoro Yellow pop-up mix, and then some of the other additives that we're going to throw into it. Have my scale here, have my water just about to boil, and let's get started. Okay, first step, I weighed out 75 to 76 grams of the CC Moore pop-up mix, the Fluoro Yellow. Next step, I'm going to add in some Feed Stem XP powder. That's going to be our feeding stimulant. I'm going to put in 10 grams of that. Okay, and then finally we're going to put in some green lip mussel extract from CC Moore. Do a little bit different. Usually when you see a bright bait, you're thinking fruit flavors and whatnot. I'm going to do like a more of a spicy natural mix. So again, I'm going to put in 10 grams of this. Alright. Okay, next thing, all we have to do is mix all this up and make sure it's evenly blended. Just thoroughly mix this, just so all our additives are mixed throughout the blend here. You'll see it's going to go off yellow slightly. It's not going to be as bright as the standard pop-up mix. That way it's going to stand out but not be excessively bright. You'll see in the final product it has a little, almost like a washed out effect to it. So blend that around. Take your time with this, make sure everything's really blended well. Okay, I think we're about good. Next step, we're going to do our wet ingredients. Okay, I have one large egg here. I'll put that in. Just make sure everything drains out of that well. That way you get all the egg incorporated. Okay, and we'll get our liquid ingredients right now. Okay, I had to wash my hands real quick. I had egg all over it. Okay, next step, we're going to get some liquid betaine. We're going to put in about 7.5 mLs of that. Okay. Let's see, 7.5 mLs. Go ahead and put that in. Make sure you do your syringe back and forth a few times. That way you get everything out of that. Betaine has a nice smell to it. And then also the Indian spice we're going to use today. I'm only using about 2.5 mLs. You can kind of guesstimate with a teaspoon. Just do half one of those. That'll equal the 2.5 ml. Okay. Like I said, a little of this flavor goes a long way. So don't want to overdo it. Okay, make sure all that is off your spoon there. Okay, next step, we're just going to make sure all this is blended well together. Okay, that looks good. Next step, I'll get my base mix that we made, and I'll start to slowly add that in. Okay, next step, we want to slowly start to add our mix in. Usually if you just kind of tap it in like that, put some, and then start to mix it with your spoon. We'll go ahead and put like half of it to start, and then go from there. This will take a few minutes. You just want to take your time with this, that way everything's blended evenly. I work the middle, and then the outside, the powder will start to fall in. That way it can slowly thicken the mix. It's still way too wet right now. See how it's sticking to the spoon there. So add some more mix in. At this point, you just want to keep taking it slow. It was definitely really sticky, so I went ahead and added more mix in. Before too long, we'll get our hands into this, but you don't want to do that while it's real sticky, because it's just going to stick to your hands and make a big mess. Just kind of keep pressing down, kind of pulling across. That'll incorporate the new mix into it. Even though you have all these little pieces here, this will all bind together once we actually start to mold it. Before I add more, just make sure all your dry mix is incorporated. That way you don't have too dry of a mix. Worst case scenario, you can always add a little extra egg if you went too dry with it. But this is looking pretty good right now. Sticking slightly, so I'm going to add just a little more. Not too much. And we're going to have a little left over too. You can mark that in the baggie, you know, what you mixed with it. That way you can use it later on. Okay. Like I said, just keep working that in there. Keep working that into the mix. And we're just about at the point where I'm going to get my hands into this. And we'll start to form a dough into a ball there. Okay, let me get my spoon, then we'll get my hands in this. Okay, first step is to just pull all this off your spoon. There's still going to be a good amount of wet ingredients on there. Okay, and just get all the mix in the one corner there. Start to compress it. You'll see it's not really sticking too bad to your hands. That's how you know you got the right consistency. See, right now, just a little amount stuck to my hands, so you know you're pretty good with this mix. And then all this extra here, just start to, you know, blob it with your ball there. That way that'll join in there. Just kind of work this like you would a dough, but not too much. That way it won't stiffen up that bad. You just want to make sure everything's mixed really well. I'm going to do this for just like a minute or so, and then we'll start to roll these out. Just, you know, making different shapes and sizes. That way you have a variety. Okay, we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, the other important thing, you want to let this rest for about 5 minutes. That'll make sure that the dough stiffens up some. You can see here we got a good mix. All we're going to do, we're just going to make some hook baits by hand. You can roll whatever size, shape you want to do. Oops. So if you want a huge one like that, that's fine. If you want to do real small ones, you want to do like a dumbbell. Just kind of apply these a little bit with your finger, that way even those little pieces I add in, they're molded together nicely. And these don't have to be perfect either, because the fish isn't going to stare at it and say, hey, this isn't perfectly round, or this isn't a perfect dumbbell. So you can make a little dumbbell like that. You can really, I mean, use your imagination, whatever you want to do. Really, if you wanted to just make a piece that looks odd like that, that's fine. I mean, that's just do something different, be creative with what you're going to make. The other important thing, you want to keep kneading this here, just so it doesn't dry out. This mix will dry out quick. Like you see my last one, it crumbled slightly. But I want to go ahead and roll up a couple little hook baits here, and then we'll go boil these and show you the final product. Okay, I just rolled out some here. What I'm going to do is just cut these. Make little pillows out of them, basically. All different sizes here. And then I'll drop these in to boil them up, and then we'll have some different hook baits here. Okay, we're just starting to boil, so I'm going to turn it back so it's on a simmer. I've got my iPhone here. I'm going to do a 2-minute timer. And let's go ahead and drop these in. As you notice, they spread around. Start my timer here. And in 2 minutes we'll have some pop-ups ready to go. The instructions say not to do it as a boil, but just to have a simmer. You know, cut it back from a boil. That's the best way to do it, so that's how I've been doing mine. We have about another minute to go and we should be good. I'm gonna go get my cloth ready. Just make sure they're not sticking to the sides or anything like that. Okay, got our timer done. And time to take these out now. I'm going to turn the heat off. And then we're going to take them over to our towel here. Shake that off. And we'll see you over at the towel. Okay, I'm going to throw them on the towel here. Oops, lost one. And you'll notice they're kind of soft, but just let them dry out and then they'll be good in no time for you. Just spread them around just so they can get some good air on them. And I like making these little pillows. It seems like they're just easy to do. You can just cut them real quick and they're good to go. So I'll let these dry for a while and then you'll have some nice hook baits. Hope you enjoyed the video and plenty more to come.